A lot of that ended up being walked back. What was not walked back, however, was a situation James Charles found himself after that, which was him being accused of having sexual conversations, including sharing pictures with two 16-year-old teenage boys.
James! It ain't looking too hot. It's not. It really isn't. I don't even know why your name is coming back up. Let's be frank here. After all this type of jazz. And then after the thing with Evan Johnson. Ha! Why am I sitting here still talking about you? Huh? It just gets worse every time. It does. And even within this situation you done got yourself in now, it's well, title. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You're never gonna go away, are you? You never are. Yo, bored Trilly on the beat. I'm gonna keep it a buck skis. You know I get down, but I ain't gonna hold you. You seen title and thumbnail. I was bored, so we had to go ahead and see what's going on in the algorithm streets. See what's going on in the drama slop streets, the teas and all that. Y'all already know what's going down. But yeah, like I said, title thumbnail, James Charles. Back in the news, back in the cycle. Lovely. Last time we talked about him, it was with that whole situation on that Evan Johnson bull, or Evan Johnson, whatever that fool's name is. But yeah, he's a weird bull. So sidebar, if you want all the lore, the tea, the drama on that, yeah, I'll put the video at the end, give y'all some context. You know how that goes. But at least for this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going in as blind as y'all are. And trust, I'm blind, baby. Definitely can't see. So yeah, but apparently James Charles got into some John, so we gonna go ahead and check it out. So I ain't gonna waste no more time. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every single time. Come on, we know he does yap, indeed so. Let's get right into it. You already know, haven't been on a page in a minute, but of course, shout out Share Love with August the Duck. Love being shared, baby. You already know. Put out the positive reinforcement, because some heads negative. Anyway, we got the James Charles situation is ridiculous. Of course, you guys want to watch an OG video down in the description. First link, should have level August the Duck, like I said. And let's get right into this, boy. Ain't gonna lie, no time to waste. Oh my god, did Trilly do the zesty hair flip? Not zesty. How many times do I have to tell him? I am a lesbian girl, me too. Anyway, let's get right into it.
You know what's pissing me off today? These motherfuckers. These like, whatever
James Charles deleted video. There for blind people, James.
bump shit, stupid ass things they put outside of grocery stores and airports. Like, what is the purpose of them? Can somebody genuinely explain it to me if you are like a civil engineer?
Have you ever found yourself looking at a blind person and think,
Alright, so off of that clip, I don't know, I don't really feel anything. I mean, like, again, the TikTok itself, like, yeah, disclosing, like, yeah, the bumpers right there you see, like, are for blind people and all that type of jazz. And, yeah, stupid James Charles, casual. But I'm seeing no reason for cancellation, so we gonna keep going on.
thinking to yourself, my goodness, I really wish those guys didn't exist? If you answered no to that question, then there's a pretty good chance that you are not an influencer. Now, we're gonna explain the
Slap tuber, indeed.
correlation to that here in a minute, but in a world where rage bait is becoming more and more common with every passing day, in a strange way, it's actually kind of refreshing to see an influencer say something so unbelievably fucking stupid that it could derail their career completely on accident. Maybe the
I ain't gonna lie, what the bulls we cover. Stupid junk comes out their mouth every day. I'm not gonna hold you, so this is a casual. Anyway, back to it.
world is healing, guys. Now, an influencer being tone deaf is not exactly
This was during the Evan Johnson situation. Indeed it was.
a shocker these days. If anything, it seems like a lot of the times being a tone-deaf asshole is sort of like a prerequisite for being a big influencer. And honestly, it's kind of disheartening. You know?
That's why I be saying, that cloud shit is evil, man. I ain't gonna lie, that shit corrupts your brain. It cooks you. No cloud for me. I'll be working on the slops.
Now, we have one particular influencer to talk about today, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I do want to say, it really does feel like the internet is like the most hostile it's ever been. You know, I feel
Yeah, I don't know what's with that, too. I don't know if it's like the political discourse, the political rhetoric. That is definitely a part of it. And boy, is it terrible. Going off of that, the normal rhetoric, just like in general spaces, I mean, it doesn't seem too bad, but obviously with the world becoming more progressive and all that, you would think it's going in more of a positive direction, which in a lot of cases it is, but in a lot of cases it is not, because discourse, even general, again, not including political discourse, becomes a bit toxic. Becomes a bit toxic indeed. So yeah, and also the factor of heads are obviously, if you're like Gen Z, you know what I'm saying, younger Gen Z, Gen Alpha, heads went through the COVID kid arc, so like social skills. Them boys terrible. Yeah, so that translates to online discourse, because what do you think heads were doing while they were, you know what I'm saying, not in school? Yeah, it's a whole lot of like mosh posh, whole lot of things going on, but yeah, it just generally relates to like discourse in the current day, big 2025, current day, July 15th. It ain't looking too hot. It's not. Anyway, TrillTalksEverything. Major sidebar.
Like being a giant asshole and just a bad person has never been more profitable on the internet. It really seems like, if you think back about like 10 years ago, most of the big internet names were big because people like them. I feel like these days, if your internet
Yeah, I generally say. I mean, that same rhetoric does not go good for Ian right now.
famous, there's a good like 50-50 shot on whether you're internet famous because people like you, or internet famous because you're one of the worst people on the planet. And like, look, don't get me wrong.
Logan Paul.
10 years ago, the internet was still full of contrarian assholes, but I don't know. It just felt like there was this sense of like we're kind of all in on the joke, compared to today where it's like people are actually at each other's throats. Anyways, that's enough of that. Why worry about the real life implications of things if you can just look at things and laugh instead? That's my motto, at least, and that's what we're doing today with a
At the end of the day, yeah, with some of this drama, John, I be seeing all the time, like, yo, some dramas is serious, we gotta lock in, really look at it, see what it is, like, you know what I'm saying, be objective, obviously. Within being objective, then looking through stuff, having the discourse cordial, amicable, you know, we go through, and then, some of the drama slops, oh, man, probably like what this boy is about to be, welcome to McSlop. May I take your order? The number 7. The customers love it. The Nothing Burger Extra Crispy Fries. It's a favorite. I'm trying to tell you, we'd be really wasting time, whether it be the Skeppy allegation, to recent Corey allegations, and now probably this. Oh, loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm trying to tell you, man. I be getting my fill, man. Real slops. Anyway.
video that James Charles recently posted onto TikTok that is just so unbelievably fucking stupid that I'm sitting here making a video about James Charles. Now, normally with an
Fair.
influencer like this, I would say something like, if you don't know who James Charles is, this video
We know.
might just not be for you. But really, the more I think about it, James Charles hasn't been all that relevant these last few years. So
That is true, but we know who the fuck James Charles is. Let's not even sit here and lie.
I guess it really wouldn't surprise me all that much if some of you guys don't know.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I already know my demographic. The main has that watch Trilly videos. They're girly pops. Shout out the Huns. Lovely. You know what I'm saying? Lovely. As always, you know what I'm saying? We gotta share love. But anyway, yeah. And within that, yeah, if you're clicking on a James Charles video, yeah, you're most definitely a Hun. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, for the bros, shout out share love with the bros. We need to share more love with the bros. I ain't gonna lie. We need to be cultivating heads to go to the right way, become more upstanding. Because holy shit. We coming off that Tate shit. Hassan putting out his rhetoric, it's getting bad for us. Anyway, sidebar enough of that. I know the bros ain't watching this shit. So, yeah, for the Huns. It is just bad for us, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie, this Tea Party ain't looking good. Never when he pops up either. It's right. So anyway,
Know who he is. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, we know who James Charles is.
He's still like huge in his niche, but I feel like he's not as much as a massively known influencer as he once was. So, if you don't know, James Charles is a beauty influencer
Let's be frank. It's probably for the good.
who has basically been surrounded by like internet breaking drama ever
Guys, it's not even probably. That just is for the good.
since he got famous. And I'm not talking about like making some inappropriate jokes, even though he has gotten some backlash for doing that like a million times. He had this huge cancellation thing where he like broke a world record for most YouTube subscribers lost in 24 hours after he was outed for trying to seduce straight men. Now, I'm
Oh boy. Anyway, moving on.
To be completely honest with you, the James Charles drama is not something I've kept up that closely with, but I do believe
I'd say I've had my fill.
a lot of that ended up being walked back. What was not walked back, however, was a situation James Charles found himself after that, which was him being accused of having sexual conversations, including sharing pictures with two 16-year-old teenage boys.
James! It ain't looking too hot. It's not. It really isn't. I don't even know why your name is coming back up. Let's be frank here. After all this type of jazz. And then after the thing with Evan Johnson. Ha! Why am I sitting here still talking about you? Huh? It just gets worse every time. It does. And even within this situation you done got yourself in now, it's well, title. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You're never gonna go away, are you? You never are.
Not only were those accusations not walked back, James Charles admitted to it being true. So why that didn't end up breaking the Guinness World Record for unfollows, I don't really understand. Seems a little bit more serious than...
This is literally the shit that heads were saying when we were fucking going over the whole Evan Johnson shit. Like, yo, how the fuck did you come back? Like, I'm really trying to figure this shit out. I don't know who the fuck allowed you. Like, this is the same shit that Popioro be saying about fucking Yoko and Soy Dubs. Like, how the fuck did they allow you to do another charity event after you fucked up the second one? How the fuck did they allow you to come back and be a content creator after this shit? What the fuck is going on here? Like, anyway.
Beauty influencer drama that ended up not even being true. That's just my opinion, though. Anyways, moral of the story is that James Charles is a guy who's been doing bad shit ever since he got famous. And
Yep.
truthfully, I cannot understand how or why he still has a following.
Yep.
Especially when he's posting shit like this onto TikTok. He's deleted it since, but I found a repost. This is a video of James Charles questioning why those yellow bumpy strips are outside of stores. Yeah, no, those yellow bumpy strips you're thinking of, the ones that help blind people know they're about to cross the street. Yeah. James Charles has...
Yeah, this is like, again, like I was saying earlier, this is so unabashedly stupid. It's not even worth canceling him for. It's like, why are we still talking about him? Like, it's just like, yo, I'm just gonna leave you in the dust. Like, that's really what it was. Especially, again, after that Evan John, bro. You're done. Like, I don't even have time to cancel you for this. Like, we got other non-pressing nothing burger slops to cover. I don't even have time to waste on you anymore. It's like...
has done the impossible. He has somehow made himself look even worse than he already did.
Oh boy! Shocker! Like, bro...
It's almost kind of impressive, but holy shit, I have been yapping for 3 minutes and 15
we do love a good yap, we sure do.
seconds. My goodness, where does the time go? So I'm going to stop that because I value your time, even if you're blind, unlike James Charles, and we're going to watch this clip, okay? Please subscribe.
You know what's pissing me off today? These motherfuckers. These
You know what's pissing me off today? Oh, I bet you guys can take a guess.
fucking, like, whatever fucking bump shit fucking stupid ass things they put outside of grocery stores and airports. Like, what is the purpose of them? Can somebody genuinely explain it to me if you...
I don't know, girly pop, but I will let you know that they are, as we're seeing here, for blind people. But also, second to that, hun, are you a fucking dumbass? You are. Okay. I'm gonna keep asking why I'm still covering this and/or talking about you.
You're like a fucking civil engineer.
Okay, so I actually dropped out of college to become a YouTuber. I know, it's a noble
Same. Slob tuber.
path, but I think I got this one. They're for blind people, James. And the
Ooh. I'm not gonna lie. Finally, truly wasn't a dumbass.
fact that your curiosity led you to making a TikTok on this subject instead of, you know, just Googling it, it actually kind of makes a lot of sense. Like, first of all, being a grown man and not knowing what those are for, bad enough on its own. Okay, this is like one step down from making a video saying, what's with all the fucking ramps outside of these hospitals?
You think James has ever heard of Morse code? I doubt it.
Like, it's pretty embarrassing to not know this, but the fact that he ended up posting this onto TikTok tells me he really didn't fucking know. And his first thought was, you know what? I need to ask TikTok about this, which should never, ever be your first thought for anything. But it was because he really didn't know. This guy's been through so much PR shit, there's no way this is a rage bait. He's not risking that shit.
Nah, this is just pure adulterated dumbassery. Like, listen, we deal with this on a constant over here.
He really just didn't know. No influencer who has to walk on eggshells around the entire internet is going to be like, you know what? It's rage baiting time. Let's go after the fucking disabled community today. So I'm left scratching my head wondering, why did you not just Google this, James? This is like a top 10 most easy.
Must post TikTok? Do research. Must post TikTok? Do research. Gotta post the TikTok.
Easily Googleable question ever.
Why on God's green earth, if I just spent $200 on fucking groceries, but I want to roll them over those fucking bumps and give my entire cart a seizure? Like my fucking carton of eggs just sitting in my car.
It does constantly always get worse. I just never get shocked by it, truly.
Why?
Again, just popping in here, bud. It's to help prevent blind people from getting run over by automobiles. You know, maybe don't do that little dance when you're talking.
I know. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe we gotta switch it up. Maybe this is worth canceling.
About accessibility features in our society. It comes off a little tone deaf.
Why?
Yeah, I think it's. I think we're past that.
What the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? Like,
holy shit, there's somebody in the car with him. Not gonna lie, I did not notice that until right now. That makes this significantly worse. You mean to tell me that there were two grown adults in the same car who did not know what the yellow rumbly strips were for? You joke?
See, this is where I always say, like, you would expect heads as they get older, they're gonna, have to take under more responsibilities. They're gonna, broaden their perspectives on life and be able to see things from other people's, perspective. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you put yourself in other people's shoes. You're gonna be able to, get wiser. They say your prefrontal cortex fully develops at 25 years of age. Trilly is still a dumbass. We know this. 22. We're not at 25 yet. I know we're still at unk status. Tough. We know how that goes. Some heads never fully develop it. You see, it's quite the grand thing. I like to call them man children. We deal with them oh boy. We deal with them too frequently, right? It's a problem. It truly is. Especially with online, just happenings, whether it be streamers, TikTokers, YouTubers, whatever the means may be. Yeah, we tend to deal with them a lot. So when I see James here, I'm just not surprised. You just gotta understand, some heads, they just never get to the adulting part of their life. It's unfortunate. Truly is. Anyway.
You shitting me? Maybe this is a rage bait. Maybe James Charles just doesn't give a shit.
Nah. It's just too stupid. It's just like, because like, at least with the rage bait, you can on a level tell that it's satire. This is just like, damn. This is just like unfortunate. This is like where I get to my levels. I always talk about this, where like I'm never even mad. Like I ascend. Like I'm at such a level of anger where like I'm just not even mad anymore. I'm genuinely just disappointed. I'm like, damn, this where you at? Facts. Anyway.
It anymore because
once more, Trilly repeats himself.
I refuse to believe that's possible. Again, like I said, this feels to me like somebody not knowing what a wheelchair ramp is for.
We just bought a bag of ice.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised from James, to be frank.
Rolled it over. Ew, my fucking hair. Ugh, just bought a bag of ice, rolled it over the thing. Immediately, hole in the fucking bag of ice. Okay, just spilled all over the fucking road.
So what was stopping you from picking up the bag of ice?
When you go to an airport, like, why am I gonna sit there and roll my fucking luggage over that shit and have everything, like, jumping around inside? It's literally having a seizure. Stop.
Clock it, Diva.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Probably because it's, you know what I'm saying, a tool to help people that are disabled, blind. You wouldn't know that. You didn't look it up.
Like, what is the point? What is the point of those...
Just told you.
Fucking bumps, other than making everyone's life miserable?
No, actually, they improve a lot of people's lives, James.
Can somebody tell me?
Okay, I'm going to say something that might be controversial, but I feel like you can't even really be offended by this. Now, that might be easy for me to say.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, it's so unabashedly stupid to where, like, you Like this is not even worth canceling. It's just like, why the fuck again are we still talking about him? I just don't even.
As a person who's not blind, but hear me out. I honestly don't think this is a joke. I think
We
that
just gotta Nah, I'm sorry. I have to fully put it on for James here now because now I'm angry. Now I'm angry. Now I'm going back down to levels of ascended. Now I'm just crash out angry, right? So, if y'all do not know Trilly, back in the day, we've covered a girly pop, an influencer girly pop. Her name is Miss Lala Sadi. I like to call it. There's two things attributing from her. By the way, avocado. There's two things I'd like to attribute from her. That is the Lala Sadi syndrome and the Lala Sadi equation. The Lala Sadi syndrome, if you do not know, go check out the vids like I was saying earlier. Yeah, with Miss Sadi, you quite literally cannot believe anything coming out of the girly pop's mouth. I mean literally nothing, right? Like everything she's saying, I quite literally just... That is just going on deaf ears. I'm gonna keep it a buck because if I hear it out, it's like, which part do I believe? None. Right? That's tough. The other thing we get from her is the thing I like to call the Lala Sadi equation. Ah, lovely. We finally learned how to do math. Not really. Anyway, right? We got the 50, 25, 25. If you add it together, you get 100. 50. You got the bulls that are oblivious and or G-boys. The mixture of that 50 that are G-boys, they're cooked. They are the full-on glazers. That is their idol. We can't do anything. The other part of that 50 is the bulls that are oblivious, that do not know anything, right? There's a 25. There's me. Other content creators, commentary channels, saying T channels, heads that cover, I'm saying, all the dramas and all this, right? Type of B, right? They're aware of the controversies and the things that these creators can be genuinely criticized for. We know what that is. We're putting that info out or whatever. Slop tubers, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, putting that info out there so more people that are in that 50 that are oblivious, they're getting woken up to this. It's like, yeah, listen, you can like this creator's content and all that, but do not idolize them because, yeah, some of this stuff they got on the personal. I can't even do my freaking yaps or rants. Some of the stuff they got on the personal, looking rough. Looking super rough. The other 25 don't give a shit. They do not fucking care. They are strictly watching this boy and or for entertainment or just actually don't give a fuck and I don't know, this is straight background shit. I'm not even gonna lie, second monitor content, even though everything truly makes SlopTuber is second monitor shit, right? Coming off of that, we have everything culminating here. Now, within telling you the Lala City equation going through this whole gap, that culminates to this. The Lala City equation applied to James Charles years ago. Especially when the situation, right, yeah. The bleed has been happening for a long ass time. A long ass fucking time. And the bleed should have been overtook him. I have no idea how he's still getting any views. This is not truly trying to deplatform, none of that, but with the stuff you got going on in the background, as you heard August the Duck say, and again, go check out the other vids, ton of situations and y'all like that, and that's unfortunate. Again, you got this many situations, James? Boy. Coming off of that again, yeah, the bleed should have been popped out for him. There should be quite literally no 50. Like, it's either they're glazing him up, or no. Right? like that's quite literally it. No, better yet, there's three to that. You're glazing him up, no, or again, you don't give a fuck. Like, there should be nothing else. There literally shouldn't be. But unfortunately, this is the internet, and niggas can like whoever the fuck they want to, and that's just what it is. Everybody feel to have their own opinions, all that type of Johns. I just say be cordial, be amicable, and yeah. So anyway, that ran aside because we need to get back to our main content because that probably was full 5-minute rant. Crazy works we got going on there. Yeah, the bleed basically to TLDR, TLDW. If you skipped ahead to this point, I don't know. YouTube got that new jump feature shit. You probably skipped here, right? James Charles Lala City syndrome should have basically, actually, even to further that down, I guess we're bringing it down to fucking preschool level. James Charles bad, no need content no more. James Charles bad, no need content from James Charles. Facts. All right, so anyway, for the millionth time, anyway. Let's get back to it.
James Charles was being dead ass serious here. I don't think he would roll those dice, given his history, I think he's just that stupid. And that's not even a mean thing to
No, yeah.
Say, this is like somebody looking you in the eyeball and asking you, why the fuck do they make one stall bigger in bathrooms? Have they never heard of symmetry? Like, this guy is screaming at his phone in his car.
Like, you just have to expect common dumbassery, though.
Asking why are there rumble strips outside of airports as if there's this worldwide conspiracy.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, especially with the COVID shit, bro, more has need to talk about this, bro. During COVID, bro, you could turn in your work, that shit could be completely all fucking wrong. I mean 100% wrong, and as long as you turned it in, they were saying you fucking passed. I don't know what you expect from these niggas. Gen Alpha is worse. Do they even fucking do work in school? Like, bro, I don't even think they do that shit anymore. Like, bro, I don't know what y'all expect from bulls. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I always say Trilly is a dumbass too. There's gonna be dumb shit coming out of my mouth as well. I'm gonna give it a buck. Maybe not to this, actually, definitely not to this degree. I don't know what levels of intelligence we're working on here. But anyway, like, them shit gonna come out of everybody's mouth. But, like, at this point, you can't expect everyone to even have a common sense level of IQ. Like, I've been thrown that out the window. Like, some of these bulls I've seen, I do not believe there's brains in their heads, let alone 2 brain cells, let alone the neurons or synapses is firing. I don't... No. I just expect, yeah, man. You're pretty dumb, aren't you? We all are. They gotta stop letting y'all blow in from Stupid Town.
To shake up people's luggage. Like, this is chronic stupidity. Like, I've seen people call this ableist. I don't know if you can really call this ableist.
This is just like, again, like, I don't even think, like, anyone who is disabled, you know what I'm saying, things like that, shouldn't even take offense to this because, like, why the fuck are we still talking about him? Oh my god. Like,
in good faith. If he knew what they were for and he was making this big of a fuss, absolutely. But I genuinely think that James Charles, the multi-millionaire, thought that these were being installed nationwide just to shake up your card a little bit. And I think he's just so self-centered and so egotistical.
This is blowing my mind. This shit is hilarious as hell.
That he could not for one moment.
Like, holy shit. You motherfuckers are never gonna change. I'm trying to tell you this cloud shit. Bro, another rant we about to go into. Actually, I'll TLDW it. Oh my god, I know this boy's long enough. Yap Sash. This cloud shit is evil. It's gonna ruin your life. I'm not done. It's gonna ruin your life. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna corrupt your brain, completely rot your soul. You're gonna be cooked. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna be super cooked, as you can see. Nah. If you want attention, validation, gratification, get it from people who have your best interests at heart. You know what I'm saying? I always say it all the time. Get it from people who are your fam. Your family is, you know what I'm saying, your peoples, you know what I'm saying, your friends, whoever, you know what I'm saying, whoever. It don't even have to be blood, too. Say it all the time. Yo, families, whoever, when I say the word family or the word love or whatever, whoever, you know what I'm saying, you think of first, that's your peoples. That's the people that got your best interest at heart. You know, that's who you got their best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? Get that validation and all that from them. Have those people tell you that they're proud of you and all that type of beat. You know what I'm saying? Keep your peoples around. You do not want random, you know what I'm saying? You do not want validation, gratification, and that be the fuel of your soul from heads online. Now, again, if you're a content creator, show love and appreciate your audience. Love to be shared always, but I always say, baby, you gotta break that line of parasociality. I'm not gonna hold you, man. If your whole, like just everything that sustains your soul and all of your happiness is coming and is fueled from people online, yo, that junk flip immediately. Let me introduce you to Miss Dow. Oh, boy, if I gave y'all the fucking backstory. Actually, we have a shitload of vids. Go check those out if you want a backstory. We have too goddamn many because of how bad that's been. Anyway, her John, 180 flip. Straight hypocrisy, straight bads. You know what I'm saying? Terrible. Yeah, you can just avoid this stuff. Like, you can generally just avoid this. Like, like it's so avoidable. Okay, anyway, Yap Sash over. I gotta cut off the sidebar. It's
just one moment to think about anybody but himself. To use that brain of his or whatever he's got left of it to think, why might these exist in public spaces? The internet knowing you're that dumb, I honestly don't know if you can really get much worse than that. Well, you can.
You absolutely can, because he has gotten worse than this before this.
But James Charles has those covered too. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Personally,
as I'm saying, he's gotten worse than this before this shit.
I don't know if I've ever seen a more ignorant video. There's just so many layers to this because he's not just...
Nah, there's been more ignorant shit. He's just a fucking dumbass. I mean, like, I don't
completely clueless about...
Again, on a real fact, okay, serious, Trilly. You know, on the part of people, you know, who are disabled and obviously, you know, who do have disabilities, this shit is very disrespectful towards y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buckskis. I'm gonna keep it a whole 100. But I feel as though, honestly, listen... You shouldn't even waste time being offended by a fucking moron like him. Let me tell you, bro, there's There's a lot of these motherfuckers. Let me tell you, there's a lot of them. We're not even about to waste time. Again, he got quite the fucking skeletons in his closet. Fuck him dealing with, you know what I'm saying, you know, the whole Johns, you know what I'm saying, again, for people with disabilities and all that. He does not need to be worrying about any of that. He needs to take his fucking ice or whatever he was carrying or trying to push in the bag broke to his fucking car. Because there's some other Johns that he sure need to get handled. That have already been handled, keep getting relitigated and brought up is bad. He need to handle that. So I would tell y'all, don't even be offended by it. Real talk. Real talk. Don't even waste time. Trust me. Again, after this, I'm not talking about him for at least a month. And I plan on it being longer. Let me tell you. So yeah, in a real sense, for anyone with any disabilities and Jones like that, it's always love to y'all. Do not be offended by James Charles. He's fucking waste of time. Fucking. Oh God.
About something that's not only pretty intuitive, I feel like, if you think about it for more than 2 seconds, but also one of the easiest things you could possibly Google. Couple that with the fact that after he like made the point of how they're everywhere, how they're all over the place, he didn't.
Yes, of course they would be. Again, they are a tool to help disabled people. Like that. See, that's where my crash starts building up, because it's like, yo, the more and more you start thinking about it, it's like, yeah, bro, he really is just this dumb. And you start to think about, yeah, again, I say all the time too. Again, Yap says, yo, the video about in, but like, yo, I say it all the time too. I try to put my like mind, or try to put myself in, again, like I was saying earlier, other people's shoes. Bro, I just can't with some bulls. Like, I can't compute the levels of stupidity they're working on. I'm like, bro, I just don't even. Why are we doing this? Bro, take your fucking ice to the car and go home. What the fuck are we doing? Like, I don't, like, bro, see, again, shit start pissing me off. No.
Think for one moment like, hey, maybe if these are so common and they're in so many different places, maybe there's like a real purpose for them. And fuck, I almost forgot there was a person in the car with him that let him go on this rant and didn't say a damn thing, which leads me to believe they didn't know what they were.
Again, this is James Charles. Do you think he's not surrounded by like yes men, G-boys, glazers? Come on.
For either. There's so much ignorance displayed in this video that it's almost impressive. Not for James Charles, but just like for humanity. You know, it's good to see we're still pushing the boundaries of what is possible when it comes to being a fucking dumbass. Thought we had sort of reached our limit. So yeah.
No, trust me, niggas could always get more stupid. Factual. Go subscribe to August the Duck. You already know. So yeah, please subscribe. But I don't even know how to do my own outro. Shout out Share Love with August the Duck. You already know how we get down, baby. Of course. We have the James Charles situation is ridiculous. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video without the Trilly app, because we know Trilly app's everything. Down in the description, first link, Share Love, of course, with August the Duck. And final opinions and conjecture. My favorite part every time. James. Again, this better be the last time for at least a month. I needed an extended break after the last one. I'll need an even longer one. I will. Very much so. That's all. That's all. Anyway, you already know. Again, shout out Share Love with August the Duck. Go check out my We Love August the Duck videos, and go check out everybody. Go share the love in general, because some heads they be really putting out some negative, stupid Johns. And I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.